When accessing the driver dashboard, please type in the URL, drivers.cfidrive.com. Note that you need to put it directly into the web address bar and not into the search bar. This brings us to the login screen. If you have login issues, you can click the Forgot My Password. And here we have information for our IT help desk, as well as the ability to reset your password. You have the same username and password for the Employee Portal TransFlow Mobile Plus app, as well as this driver dashboard. One set of username and password to remember. I'll be logging in as one of our professional drivers today, so mine will look a little bit differently. You will just enter your employee ID number. If it begins with a 0, please omit the 0. Your password is self-made. Like I said, contact the IT help desk for any assistance with logging in. This is your one-stop shop for information to help with planning, stay on top of expenses, payroll, taxes, know where you're at with the company, and more. First, we'll begin with the hamburger menu up here. This is a hot list of items that you will likely need most, so we put them together where you can access them more easily. With your phone director, you can see your fleet supervisor, their email address, as well as a click to call to get in queue and reach them directly. We have a list of other departments. If you have any issues, please look for the department and you can see the information. This list is also available in the monthly magazine, The Driveline. You can find the latest road safety information under the Weather Shutdowns tab. As you can see, as of this recording, there is one shutdown just northwest of Atlanta and the rest of the map appears to be clear. Reference and training materials. While we have a list of announcements, these are more perennial that you might access more regularly. Your voice is heard. This is a monthly conference call with our executives where we go over questions, suggestions, comments, and more from our professional driver. If you have an individual circumstance, such as an issue with a customer or a load or road service, those are best followed up through the chain of command. Please reach out to your fleet supervisor first, as this is designed more for assistance to make general improvements for the entire fleet. And we'll go straight to our communications department. As you can see, we are under a load. We have our load information here. Each of these panels you can click to expand. And anytime you see a caret, open it for more information. Here we have the address for the customer as well as directions that will be on the first line of the customer profile, as well as any rules if they apply. This will take you to Google Maps. During your trip planning, I highly recommend that you take advantage of Google Earth to know where you're going and how you plan to access. Advance account, you can take a look and see how much for what and when you took that advance to stay on top of your finances. Pay rate, while we all have to start somewhere, it's nice to see where you're going. And eventually, we'll all get here. Continuity, we show 18 months of continuity. I know that some like to use this to plan vacations or do per diem for their taxes. Here, you can look back through previous months. Of course, anytime that you see a caret, you can open it for more information. And if it was a paid load, you can click and this will bring you straight to your payroll. Service awards, we have the ring program. You can see when you'll get your next diamond, as well as how far it will take to get to the final diamonds and any more information about this program. This is run through the safety department if you have any questions. Vacation, I highly encourage using this tab. In fact, you can see your vacation easier than your fleet supervisor can, and it's just best to know where and be independent to get your information and better plan your year. Another handy thing, if you see one of these, it will link to the paycheck and you can see exactly when you took your vacation and for how much to stay on top of planning those. Bonuses. We all like bonuses. We like giving bonuses. Click for more information. And MPG. MPG compares your tractor make, model, and year amongst likewise tractors. It wouldn't be fair if we had a 2015 Freightliner in with a 2016 Kenworth. So, of the 458 2016 Kenworths, you can see where you rank. If you have any questions about MPG, please reach out to the Fuel and Route Desk, and we appreciate all the efforts that you make to save on our fuel expense so we can invest those elsewhere. Up here we have payroll. You can go back and look at previous pay periods. And there's a lot of carrots where you can open and see just how and where your money is used and where it's going. You can check out your taxes, your deductions, and more. Downloadable versions are available as well. Lastly, we have our news feed. In here we have the Your Voice is Heard podcast, the Driveline, as well as company announcements. They're organized by month, so you can go back to look at previous months.
When an important announcement is made, you'll receive a fleet-wide PeopleNet message letting you know to go and check for more information.
You can also search. If you remember that there is something about TransFlow that you wanted to look up, you can go and find it here. This icon is for the Driveline. That's the monthly magazine. We have recognition for anniversaries, compliments from fellow drivers, from customers, from others out on the road who want to wish us well, health information, and more. I highly encourage checking out the Driveline magazine. It's also sent out in an email once a month. To subscribe, please contact your fleet supervisor. Lastly, we have the Your Voice is Heard. That's the monthly podcast with our executive team and a write-up for each one. I encourage listening to previous Your Voice is Heard because we often get the same question repeatedly, and you can find your answer in the past. The final part of this demonstration is that this is responsive depending on the device that you are using to access. It will size accordingly. From Android to iPad and more, we hope that this is your one-stop shop for information
And helps make your time at CFI more enjoyable. Thank you and good luck.